Hi yogis, thank you for joining me for this yoga sizzle video. So this is going to be a video that you can do at the end of your day. So when you're home from work or from school, put on some comfy clothes, get down onto the mat, get a little bit of looseness into the joints, release your shoulders and your hips. Maybe you'll have a really, really nice sleep after this. I recommend having a pillow. So just something that you might like to pad your knees or to sit on. And then otherwise, just sit comfortably and grab one foot and just two thumbs and just poke into your feet. Give them a little bit of love. So depending on what you've been doing for your day, you might have been doing a lot of standing. And our feet need a little bit of love. So give them a bit of a squeeze, maybe a bit of a twist. What's really, really nice is an elbow into the foot. And you just get into those little knots and the little tight spots. And you just give your foot a little bit of love. Rolling it around, giving it a bit of massage. But this is not the time to be checking out your pedicure. So just focus on the love. And then after one foot's been loved up, you love up the other one. The thumbs can be really good to poke and prod, to make some little circles, get into those really, really knotty parts. It's amazing how much we carry around in our feet. Our feet are really sore if we get into them. Maybe you give them a bit of a twist or a bit of a squeeze, and the lovely elbow. Dig it in, roll it around. Your feet will love you for it, I promise. Our feet put up with so much, especially if it's winter time and they're living in shoes and socks for a whole day. Give them some love. Let them know you care. Good. And then one last thing, maybe a little bit of a pedicure. Wedge your fingers in between all your toes. Can you get the webbing of your fingers to the webbing of your feet or your webbing of your toes? Hold on to your ankle and give it a bit of a circle. So especially if you wear quite tight shoes, your toes are going to be a little bit tight. So just give them a little bit of a shake and release, swap sides, wedge the fingers into between the toes. So this, it's like a toe spreader. And then you hold on to the bottom of your ankle, circle your ankle a few times, squeeze your toes, give them a bit of space and release. Maybe stretch out your toes or your feet, your legs, squeeze and stretch. And then come up to standing. So just one little salute to iron out the kinks, standing at the top of your mat. Standing nice and tall, maybe shrugging your shoulders a little bit. Especially if you've been at a desk a whole day. You might have that droopy desk posture. So circling your shoulders and then letting your arms drop. Inhaling your hands, swing up, clap your hands and then swing them down. And swing your hands up, clap your hands, swing them down. Swing up and down, swing up and down, swing up. Keep your palms together and roll down. Get your hands all the way to the floor, your head to your knees. And then lifting your chest, looking forward. And very gently, nicely, kindly step back to down dog. Spread your fingers, spread your toes, pedal your feet out. And then get as much distance between your hands and your hips. So get your shoulders away from the hips, get your spine really long, lift the ribs away from the floor, stretch out. And then shift forward to your plank position, bring your knees to the floor. And then lift your chest forward. Up cat or happy cat. And then chin to chest, round your spine, angry cat. And up cat. And angry cat. So getting really nice and mobile along the spine. One more time, up cat. Angry cat, round your spine, sit back onto the heels. Keep your toes tucked under. We're still giving our toes a little bit of love. Stretch your hands forward, getting the hands away from the hips. And then as you press the hands down and forward, you get more weight into the feet, stretching your Achilles. And inhaling to roll your spine, rolling up. And exhaling, chest forward. Inhaling, round your back. And exhale, sit onto the heels. 2 more times. Inhale, rolling up. Exhaling, chest forward. Inhaling, round the back. And exhale, sit onto the heels. Last time, roll your back. Exhaling, chest forward. Inhaling, round your back. And sit onto the heels. Stretch forward. Walk yourself around to the left. And can you stretch your right hand a little further away? Maybe looking up past your left armpit. And walking yourself across to the right. Stretch the left hand a little further away. Look out past your right armpit. And then come back to center. Sitting up. And then grab your pillow. This is where you might like something to pad the knee. So pad your, we'll start with the left knee. So pad your left knee. Right foot forward. And then you want the right knee over the right ankle. And then you're going to turn your left shin on a diagonal. And you really want to press the shin down into the floor. So you've got about a 45-degree angle. Now squeeze your butt and tuck your pelvis slightly so you'll feel a nice stretch into the front of your left groin. And then from here, without poking the ribs forward, so tuck your pelvis, rein in the ribs, and turning your chest towards the right. So we're getting a nice stretch into the hip. Keep squeezing your bum, tucking the pelvis, spine nice and tall. And then maybe circle your hands up, hold onto the left wrist, and lean it across. And from here, you're going to circle all the way down and swap sides. So the right knee to the floor, the left foot forward. And once you're upright, the front knee stacked over front ankle, turn your right shin to the left, right shin to the left, so it's a 45-degree angle. And from here, squeeze your bum and tuck your pelvis. So you'll have a slight angle, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to peel the belly button away from the hip. And you'll feel how that can help to deepen the stretch, getting into some of your hip flexor, your iliacus muscle. Really tucking the pelvis, squeeze your butt, and reach your hands up, holding onto your wrist, and leaning across. And from here, you're going to circle down. And then swap sides, so you're back on the left knee. This time, right foot out to the side. And again, the knee over the ankle. Your hips will be off to an knee over ankle, and your hip will be off at an angle. Wow, that was hard to say. So it's like a kneeling warrior two. Squeeze your bum, and again, trying to press the hip across on the diagonal, and maybe taking your arms out to the side. So it's like a kneeling warrior two. Right arm, right thigh, lift your left arm up and over. And now, tucking in the ribs, press your elbow into the knee and turn your chest towards the sky. Getting a little bit more opening into the front of the body. And then you're going to turn your chest down towards your knee, getting a little bit of stretch along the back of the waist. Open up and down and up and down. And you're going to circle yourself back to center. The hands all the way up. And swap sides. Left foot out. Knee over ankle. And squeeze your bum. Tuck the pelvis. And it's your right groin across to the diagonal. Maybe the hand down. Squeeze your bum open across the chest. Stretch your arms. You might be able to bend a little more into the left knee. And then left arm, left thigh, right arm up. Get really long in the body. From here, tucking the ribs, turn your chest towards the sky. And then down toward your thigh. Inhale and turn the chest up. And exhale, turn the chest down. And inhale, turn the chest up. And exhale, turn the chest down. Circling your arm, reaching up. And bring your knees together. And just sitting down. Good. Circle your hands all the way up. Stretch up and release. So from here, you might like to bring, now I should have said that at the beginning, but I do recommend doing this practice near a wall because this next part is really good. Place your cushion or your pillow next to the wall or against the wall. And from here, you're going to get your butt as close to the wall as possible. And then bring your legs up the wall. Feel that you're resting the back of your hip on the cushion. You can always press into the wall and lift your hips to rearrange the cushion so it feels comfortable. And then from here, a little bit of foot love. Point the toes and pull the toes back. So you might leave the heels on the wall. You might be able to take your heels off the wall. And then just flexing and pointing a little. Maybe you make some circles. Stretch your toes. And then staying here for a few breaths. Let your legs rest against the wall. Let your arms open out. Taking all the pressure off your feet. And you might notice that by resting here, you can feel some of the blood drain down from your feet, down through your legs. But it's also draining for your lymphatic system, so it's quite good for your immune system. And if your ankles swell, then it can be really helpful. And then from here, you're going to bring your right ankle over the left. And you're going to slide the ankle down. And only slide the ankle as far as you can without having to lift the hips. So your knee will move out to the side. Your ankle will come down. And then keeping the knee out to the side. And for some of us, depending on the hip angle, the knee might be pointing more forward. But keeping the right foot flexed. Now you're going to slide the left foot down. But again, without letting your hips come off the floor or the cushion. So it's just getting a nice little stretch into the back of the hip. And then you slide the left foot up, slide the right foot up, and swap sides. Left ankle crosses right, and you slide the ankle down the leg, letting the knee turn out to the side. Keep the foot flexed to protect the knee. The right foot slides down the wall. And as the right foot slides down, it bends the knee. It presses into the left ankle, and you get a nice hip stretch across the left. But again, be nice to yourself. You've already had a long day. So just use this to give yourself a little bit of nurture and nourishment. And then you slide the right heel up, slide the left heel up. And you slide both heels down. And you can rest your knees together toward your chest. It might feel good to bring your feet together, your knees out wide. Either way, just pausing for a moment. Letting your breath soften. And if your knees are wide, you're going to bring your knees together. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. And from here, roll onto your side. Pausing for a moment with your head on your arm. And then from here, slowly sit yourself up. Finding a comfortable seat. You might even like to sit up on your cushion. Elevating the hips a little can take the pressure out of the groin. And let your hands rest on your knees. And we'll just finish with a short breathing exercise to balance out the left and the right sides of your brain. So from here, breathing in through both nostrils, and then breathing out through both nostrils. And then bring your attention to your left nostril, and trying to only breathe in through your left nostril towards your eyebrow center. And then breathing out through the right nostril. And bring your awareness to the right nostril, breathing in through the right. And breathing out through the left. Breathing in through the left nostril. Breathing out through the right. In through the right. And out through the left. One more time, breathing in through the left. Breathing out through the right. Breathing in through the right. Breathing out through the left. And then relax, breathing in through both nostrils, natural breathing. Just noticing how you feel. You might feel a little bit more calm, a little bit more relaxed. Bring your palms together, let your thumbs rest against your heart. And bowing our heads towards our heart. Thank yourself for all that you do for yourself. And for all that you do for those around you. And honoring that love inside your heart. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.